Welcome everybody to another Behind the Name. I'm your boy Budilla.
It's your boy Prince J. Ron.
And man, we got some legends. Legends in the building, man, from the culture. The first battle clique. Y'all hear me? The first Chicago footwork battle clique. I looked up to these guys, man, like seeing them in Circle, dog. Y'all don't understand. Y'all had to be there. There was no cameras, no, you know what I'm saying? No Facebook, no Snapchat, no Instagram.
None of that.
In the building to witness all of this. You know what I mean? We got the one and only Wolfpack in the building. What's going on, my guys? What's up, bro?
What's up?
What's up, brother?
Indeed, man.
So first we want to start off with the beginning, man. The beginning of Wolfpack. Where did it start from? Where did Wolfpack start from? What part of the city?
Hey.
South side, actually.
The south side?
South side, yes, sir. South side. Dungeon was 79th and Helena, right, Elmo?
Roughly. So yeah, 79th and Helena was the original dungeon in Jerry's basement.
Oh, okay.
So that was let me see if I got this right, because Elmo can correct.
I'm sorry, not Paulina. I'm sorry, Hermitage.
Okay, so we
Hermitage.
Elmo was the last member of the dungeon. They're learning the combos and cut off the dungeon. He said that's it. These are his guys. That's it. Nobody else in the dungeon. Elmo the last person. They come up with the name. They came up with the name in Elmo's living room, Elmo's mom's living room.
No, it was more so Mike, Dre, and J-Ma were a part of the dungeon at first, but at that point they felt like they were like the young gods. They always felt like they had something to prove.
Right.
So what happened is, beyond that, all of us was original members of K59.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So the connection came from, the routine people and the footworkers, the niggas that really wanted to get down. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what we practicing on. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Even though we had to all do the stuff for the shows and the performances or whatever, but it came down to, this is what we do. We trying to rock niggas. You know what I'm saying? That's always how it's been. So after the K59, you know what I'm saying, Ant started the dungeon, you know what I'm saying? They used to be in Jerry's basement. Peace up to Jerry. Like that's where like all the creative, the whole movement almost started for the South Side. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And so from there, you know what I'm saying, even though, Dre, J-Ma, they was from the hundreds. They wasn't really from, we practice on 63rd and, all over on the South Side, they was really from the hundreds. So they was like, you know what? Like, it's cool what we got from this, but we the new next coming gods. Like, let's do that. So one day, because I'm the last member in the dungeon, they come over to the crib, we finna, kick it, have a lab session or whatever.
Wow.
And Dre, J-Ma, and Mike, like, yo, we finna start fucking Wolfpack. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is that? they like, yeah, they was like, yeah, you the baby dragon, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? We get ready to start fucking Wolfpack. I'm like, hey, what's that? They was like, man, we finna just, you know what I'm saying, start our own shit. Let's branch from, you know what I'm saying, our brothers, our creators, and let's give something for the new generation as well. And I say, hey, yo, this shit is dope. Let's rock some shit. Like, I was just down the gun. And so we in my living room, Mike throwing up motherfucking signs like he in a fucking gang in LA. Like, yeah, let's find this Wolfpack. You know what I'm saying? Let's figure out which one is which. Right. I say, let's do it, and it came from that. But in between that, it was still niggas was in K59, niggas was still in the dungeon, niggas was still in, you know what I'm saying? And Wolfpack was just starting. So it was a battle at Jackson Park where it was supposedly K59 going up against the dungeon. Now I'm in a position where, nigga, I'm in both of these motherfucking groups, like it's almost a bid at this point. Like, who the fuck I'm gonna rock with?
Right.
But then, my dungeon brothers like, hey, we gonna fuck you up because you in that group. I say, oh no, nigga, we own that. So, you know what I'm saying? I battled with K59 just because, but like the instinctual moment for me that happened right after that was, after the battle, it was all love. Even J-Ma at that time, he battled with K59.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he had the battle Mike in that battle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was real shit. Like he had to battle his own, you know what I'm saying, his own brother. Even though we knew the movement was coming, we just had to, you know what I'm saying, do this just to, you know what I'm saying, smooth out the edges, still show niggas we rocking. Right. And we had that battle. They called it a tie. I feel like it wasn't a tie because me and J-Ma had some shit in the lab that smoked niggas. Yeah. Like we had problems. But then right after that, Ant was watching the battle. He didn't battle at all. Right. Ant was like, all right, after the battle, they started playing the tracks. This nigga Ant, you know what I'm saying, pushed everybody back so the dungeon can do this routine. Me and Ant made up, you know what I'm saying, like 3 or 4 days before. And he pushed me to the front. And I was like, oh shit, like, I ain't even know it's my moment at this point. But like he pushed me to the front to rock this whole dungeon routine in front of people. It was probably some of the coldest shit I ever seen, but I was a part of, so that routine was insane. And like from there, after that, we knew that was like the end of the dungeon shit because Jerry was done, Cornell was done, like Steph wasn't around. Like it was so many things.
Aaron wasn't trying to come out no more.
Aaron was done. Yeah, like
everybody had stopped.
We knew it was dying out.
Everybody had stopped.
Aaron
was cutting hair.
Right. Well, you know what I'm saying? Lily, what up, my bro?
What up? So who was actually, so in the beginning of Wolfpack, who was the original Wolfpack member?
The original Wolfpack members started with just the 3. Mike, Dre, and J-Ma. I was the 4th.
Okay.
Then it comes, then you get to the J-Rocks and the Dayons. And then once, because they were so close and the parties with the Hundreds, you know what I'm saying? We used to all go and bang in Cavallini's. We saw something in the Darions, the Nate, the Qs, the Reggies. We need them. They end up coming and joining one of the dance groups that Bernard, he was the co-founder of K59. They end up joining CMD.
No, but with him. Reggie and them came before that. So I got
okay. I'm just
We was at your crib when the name was made because we was watching wrestling.
Yeah, that's true.
And Mike sitting up there like, what is it? And we sitting there watching. We watching.
No, Darion, y'all wasn't around for that. Y'all came a bit after me.
Right. We'll. I'll go ahead, finish. Then I'll pick up.
When I came in, we began 97. So like the beginning of 97. So I came in maybe about like 2 weeks after it was made. What?
Come on.
I'll be there in a second.
Okay.
So I came maybe a couple of weeks after it was made. I remember the first people I met was Reggie, Nate, and Q. Those were my first three people meeting. And I remember because it was nuts. I was in training. When I came, it was a complete different field. So when I came in,
what group you
nice.
Huh? What group you came from? What group did you come from? Did you come from? I
came from Lethal Weapon, and then we combined with K59 after Jackie Robinson West Parade. And I remember Lily was teaching me at first. And then I saw Elmo, we was at Grand Crossing, and I saw Elmo hit some shit. That shit was stupid as hell. So I was like, oh, hold on. Who's the tall motherfucker up there? So Lily introduced me to Elmo. I see Ant on the side. Ant got this fucking hairstyle, his hair pulled back.
I knew you was gonna talk about that nigga's hair. I knew it. I knew it.
Got a goddamn ponytail and shit. And this nigga's doing a soul train with this fucking spin back, right? So I see him and I'm like, I see Elmo. And then Lily go, well, nigga, that's my little brother up there. If you wanna know some combos, go holler at him. So I go holler at Elmo. Elmo go, let's see what you can do. Was absolutely shit. Elmo had no problem telling me, nigga, you garbage. I was like, oh, okay. He said, but we're going to make you not so much garbage. So I trained with Elmo. I trained with Elmo probably about a month before I went to Ant.
Right.
I went to Ant. Ant said, all right, well, we're going to go ahead and train you up. And then he was like, let's see what you can do. So I showed him what Elmo showed me. He said, yeah, nigga, you bunk as hell. You bunk. So I was like, all right, well, I'll take that. That nigga said he did something. We was in his basement on 61st and what was it, 61st and Francisco.
Francisco. Francisco, yeah.
In Francisco. So we was over there. He looked at me. He went, all right, dude. He said, he did something. He said, can you do that? And I looked at him and did it. And Elmo was like, damn, nigga. He was like, I'm going to call you CD from here on out. You see some shit, you do it. Just go ahead and do that shit. He said, you can't dance for 6 months. They beat my ass in them rounds for 6 months. And then I remember seeing Reggie, Nate, and Q. I saw them originally at Jackson Park. I saw Reggie. Reggie was the first one to get off. I see Reggie get off. Reggie had like this unique style that had like a lot of bouncing to it and a couple of breaks. So I was like, okay. I was like, yeah, that shit dope. Then I was like, well, I'm the first one to offer up shit. Hey, G, what do you think about this? And show a couple of things. Reggie's like, okay, that's decent. Then I think I met Darion at Cavallini's. Darion, I'll never forget this shit. Darion had on a dark gray jean fit. He had Tim's on and he had a backpack. And I had never seen a motherfucker rock a backpack ever to a party until I saw them. So I see Darion come in, Darion doing them long ass kick skates back with his holding on to his backpack, and he got like a curly fro and shit. I'm like, who the hell is this? Reggie like, oh, this our guy, Darion. I'm like, all right, what's up? Nice to meet you, whatever. Then from there, it kind of rolled from there. So it was just like the main ones that I knew from the 100 was Reggie, Nate, and Q. And believe it or not, Q was the shortest motherfucker out of everybody. Now this motherfucker like 7'15". Last time I checked, he's tall as shit. But he was, you know what I'm saying? He was like the that was like the main three. And I saw, you know, I kind of saw Reggie like kind of like the architect. He was always like politicking and like, you know, oh, I'm making this up. This is the way this look and all that other stuff. So from my perspective, they were close to us. Like, especially like Eli. Eli, God rest both soul, love him to death. Eli, when he came over, Elmo knew him from school. So when Eli came over, I remember meeting Eli. Eli was like, man, I'm the coldest nigga out here. I'm the coldest nigga. And he was doing a ghost with a butterfly.
Hey, bro used to always be like, when he danced, I remember when he used to dance, he used to be like, nigga, I'm God. I used to be like, bro.
Hey, y'all know what? He ain't never say that shit when he was in Lethal Weapon, though.
Bro,
Dance was kicking his ass every time he went out there. Every time he got a chance to, no, nigga, get your ass back. Go start that shit over.
Wait, so
Elmo's the one who taught Eli.
Hey, so
I was just going to say that. Elmo was the one that taught him.
Elmo was the one who originally started teaching Eli because Eli used to come to the crib and be like, man, you gonna teach me how to dance.
Hey, did Eli start? Did Eli start with Wolfpack when Darian and Reggie started, or they?
No, Eli was behind him. He was
Eli was after.
Elmo was still training Eli, and Eli, I would say in the summer, I would not bullshit you. In the summer, Eli got cold. In a whole summer, he got cold as shit.
But he wanted to. The track that Rashad made says it all. It's Rashad, Reggie, Ray Blow, B.J. Nate, Eli, Darian, Q, J, Mike, and Dre. Like that was a set in stone. Like when we came in the parties, that's the track he played. Just to let them know we in here. That's the track that he let them know that we in here.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what to expect. We in here.
With all due respect, that ain't all of us. The original, that ain't all of us.
But I'm pushing like this. When that was made, I'm gonna be honest with you. We had our name way before Wolfpack even started. Not to say Wolfpack ain't what we love, but Nate, Darian, Q, Reggie, and Rashad, and Eli had a name already in the south suburbs. We already had a name from Markham skating rink, from Olympic skating rink, to Cavallini's, to Dalton Expo before Wolfpack even started. We already had our name already. So when we met Michael, Dre, and J-Ma, I already knew who Dre was because I went to school with his sister, Dion. I knew who Dre was. Dre was showing me then before I even got up in there already. So when we all met up, I met at Cavallini's. And when he first met me, Nate, and Reggie, he like, who is these dudes? And Mike had tried to introduce us to them. He, I ain't on that. I ain't on that. So he didn't even want to mess with us at first. Until he synced us at Jackson Park. When he synced us at Jackson Park, that's when Ant said, you know what? I'll mess with y'all, but y'all can't be part of the dungeon. Y'all gotta do something else. Y'all gotta do y'all own thing. Y'all can't rep us. This ain't what we doing. Ain't got nothing to do with the dungeon. So we already had our name. We was already making noise. What made us even colder is because everybody thought we was from the city. We weren't from the city. We was from Harvey, Markham, Dalton, Riverdale, Country Club Hills. That's what our foundation came from. Ray Blow was from Dalton. I was from Dalton. Reggie was from over there in Riverdale. Nate was from Harvey. He was from Country Club Hills. We was all over. We was branched all over. So it wasn't nowhere in the suburbs you didn't know who we already was.
And you know what? You're right. You know why I said it? Because a lot of people that was dancing in the city didn't know that the south suburbs was even, you know what I'm saying, part of, you know what I mean? Like that was even cold like that.
The south suburbs didn't get no respect, bro. Right. None whatsoever because they didn't think we could dance.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. That's true.
No, I think it's dependent on the eras. Because when I was dancing, Marlon them they rep the South suburbs like a motherfucker. Total Impact and them they and the firm they rep their shit.
That's where I was going with it. I was gonna try to pick up because I felt like, between me, Nate, Q, and Darion and Rashad, and even Spin in the beginning, with like a lot of people know that Spin actually used to rock with us too. You know what I'm saying, on the dancing side. But our main stomping ground was Markham and a couple different other spots. And that's when we really linked up with like Marlon them in the beginning, because a lot of people don't know we was actually part of House Arrest 2 in the very beginning. They had linked up with Total Impact at that time.
Yeah,
we first got scooped up and even start advancing on shit. You know what I'm saying? So after that point, right when we started building a name for ourselves, I think it was Rashad. He ended up doing the Bud Billigan for House of Matic. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know this, but we was actually in House of Matics for a split second after that. And when we was still going to the ring and going to Cavaliers, we actually was in House of Matic at that time. A lot of people don't know that. We was in House of Matic. And that was one of the reasons why Darion said that Ant was like, no, I ain't fucking with them. You know what I'm saying? In the very beginning, because like the footwork we used to do from House Arrest to House of Matic, and just even before then when we already was doing our thing, it was totally like what Anthem was doing and K59 did was totally different. We rarely seen footwork like that. We was calling it bangs. We had bangs when they had ghosts. You know what I'm saying? It was footwork the names was different. The terminology was different. Everything was different. You know what I'm saying? So just piggybacking off of what they said, not to step on no toes or nothing like that. But I just feel like when we got introduced to it, to Ant and all of them, Mike was pretty much the one of the first people I said. I do agree with J Rock. I kind of do recall meeting him definitely at Jackson Park. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say you got to have more people, because it's different pieces to this puzzle. You know what I'm saying? But like Elmo said, it was definitely J Ma, Mike, and Dre to my knowledge, as far as the first three in Wolfpack that I knew. You know what I'm saying? Now the name, kind of like what Darion said, I feel like that did come from wrestling, because Mike will sneak up behind you and DDP you. You know what I'm saying? Diamond Dallas Page. You know what I'm saying? Like but that's where we knew the Wolfpack shit came from, because the Red and Black Wolfpack was in WCW, and that's where we was. That's we always kind of big on that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Besides rap music and certain shit, but I know I'm skimming over a lot of shit. But really, that at that point, I kind of felt like that's when we was in House of Matic and we was in Wolfpack, but Wolfpack wasn't a group, so we would still go to House of Matic practice. Rashad was doing a Bud Billiken at that time, but we would actually, they would want us to learn the routines, but we would actually practice off to the side, practice, the crafts we was learning. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, that's just what we did. We was actually at that time, man, we were just young, hungry, but we wanted to go where the women was at. So we was in a few groups. You know what I'm saying? All because, oh man, what Shorty them in? Okay, we should go over there. But that's just a type of freedom we had. You know what I'm saying? As far as it being a battle clique, but battling was our thing. Like that was our thing, and I think that's where the connection came from. Even I remember seeing Elmo and Basement. It's like, man, this motherfucker cold. You know what I'm saying? And all Ant was talking about, man, y'all should see Jerry. Y'all should see Jerry. Y'all should see Jerry. That's all he used to tell me. Like, Darion, like J Rock said, I don't think Darion was down there today. It was, I think, just me, Q, and Nate. It was just times where it'd be fair parts. Sometimes it'd be just me, Q, and Rashad. Sometimes me, Nate, and Rashad. It'd be different people at different times, different places. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I said, it all makes sense what everybody's saying. It's just pieces of the puzzle from everybody's point of view of where they were at that time. Like I said, at that time, I remember J Rock was in training. Everybody go through that period of where Ant didn't want to make it hard on one person. Like a hazing. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we got. And Pooh, certain people, we hazed them. You know what I'm saying? Like when we first came down to the dungeon, we was whack too. We was bunk. You know what I'm saying? That's as we said, everything we learned from House-O-Matic and everywhere else, scrap it. That was the first scrap it. We started from scratch. Scrap everything. You know what I'm saying? So everything we learned had to be scrapped, like from day one. And so yeah, I just, I agree with a little bit of what everybody said. You know what I'm saying? It's just coming from the point of view, like I said, at that point, I believe, because Eli got hazed when he first got down to the got down and started fucking with us. Eli got hazed. Only time I start, and this is a quick story. I ain't gonna talk everybody off. But I remember one time, remember that spot, J Rock? What did a spot like on 47th or 43rd, right off the expressway, right off the damn line?
Yeah.
Was that the
We
Elk
just
Slide?
always battle,
Yeah,
the 399
That's the
3-point.
Elk Slide.
This is a quick
And
story.
Elizabeth.
One time,
No.
me and Q went up there, and Q was a little kid at the time. Like Q was young as hell. That's Nate's little brother. A lot of people don't know that. That's his brother. That's Darion. They all real cousins. So I'm waiting on Rashad, Nate, and Darion them to pull up. So it's just me and Q. And at this time, like we was going at it heavy with like U5U at this time, like real heavy. I'm talking about they sent the whole damn group at us, like from the females to everybody, yeah, me and Q. And it got to the point where at this time, one of the members thought I was fucking around with one of his females in the group. So he didn't like me. He didn't like me at all, you know what I'm saying? And so it came down to we going at it. So this nigga pushed me, like really pushed me, like ready to fight me. And it's just me and Q. And Q was like fucking, I don't know how, but he was small as hell then. You know what I'm saying?
He
like,
was young as shit.
Later. So I'm talking about they sending everybody at us. So I'm like, damn. I run, I go pick up a chair and I throw it. You know what I'm saying? I throw the chair. And Eli and Monty, I don't know if y'all remember Monty, but like Eli used to be with Monty.
Yep. Monty, right. Y'all remember.
And the only two niggas that I seen at that time, at that specific party, because it was just that party. Like they like had us like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? They helped us. And it was just crazy, man. From that point on, I always had a lot of respect for Eli. I said, man, you know what? We hazed him. We gave him a hard way to go. But man, bro, I fuck with you. From that point on, I was like, man, I fuck with you, bro. I can't ever say nothing bad about you. Cause I'm talking about I was gonna get my ass whooped. Like I'm talking about whooped. And he was the only motherfucker that like him and Monty stepped up and kind of did the whole situation. You know what I'm saying? And from that point on, I kind of, but I'll let y'all finish. I
wanted to know when. So what was the time frame when Pooh entered Wolfpack?
Pooh was later down the line. He was shit. Because we done had Pooh wasn't around. Pooh wasn't there really when we had the battles with like U5U and all of that in the beginning. Like he wasn't. It was just it was me, Q, Nate, Darion, Rashad. Eli was around. J Rock was around. Of course, J Mike Dre. We seen Elmo from time to time.
Yeah, I was in the streets.
Yeah. You was part here and there. But yeah, like I mean, I can only speak for that certain time frame because it was even a time frame like when Nate wasn't involved, and that's when you had the Jasons, the Pooh, because Nate wasn't really around when Jason was around, and so it was just different parts, different time frames. Now I can't say like Darion was really around for them to the whole thing. I was there for pretty much the whole thing. But like Nate had his time frame, and then he, went to the streets. So like Elmo said, same shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how it was. You know what I'm saying? We was all young growing up, man. We had a lot of fun though. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Pooh came on a little later, and we hazed the hell out of Pooh because we all got hazed, so we had to take it out on somebody.
Take it out on somebody.
Right.
Hey, Reggie.
The whole cocky era and hazing, it was like. That's what Wolfpack was. That's what Mike did. So we felt like shit. We was already cocky coming into it. So we like, okay, it's kind of like us. You know what I'm saying? We all have the same interests like that. So it was like, okay. So that's why I think we meshed well together. You know what I'm saying? And it was just the freedom, man. It was the freedom, just good times, man. I love them times, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just everything was dope.
Hey, when I used to come to those parties, bro, I used to hear, no lie, no homo. There was so many chicks on Darion, bro. Like,
Huh?
bro, it was a lot of chicks on Darion. Bro.
What?
Every time I used to be like at a party and then say Wolfpack in a party, no lie, I'd go over there and I hear like chicks talking about Darion. Like, it never failed. Like, it was all the time, bro. Like, I'm
That's
like,
because he was nasty. That's because he was nasty.
That's where the track came from. Okay.
Oh shit.
I'm like, Dad, I'm like, bro, we get mad. I'm like, bro,
But see, the crazy part was before I started footwork, before I met them, I used to know how to pop, whip, and roll. So that's why I say I
knew Darion from the rink, but I didn't know him. But Darion had all the hoes at the rink.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But once me and Nate start hanging out and playing like AAU ball and all that shit, and I was for working, but I wasn't shit. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, Nate see like, damn, man, show me how to do that shit. Well, I bet I'm gonna show you because I'm tired of battling motherfuckers about myself. So right. Yeah, I'll show you. So I actually showed Nate how to footwork, and Nate caught on fast as fuck. Like, I'm talking about first week he caught some shit, second week, then within a month he was on it. He caught on fast as fuck. He was one of them type of motherfuckers. So it was crazy. Like, we always see Darion and he have a bunch of hoes around him and shit.
All the time, bro.
And this is just a quick part of the story. And come to find out, Darion and Nate had this one battle at the ring. Like, they battled each other like a motherfucker. And to this day, they still argue over shit on who won. The bitches say Darion won, the niggas say Nate won.
No. and the hoes say I won.
All right. Come to find out.
That's because you had they nasty ass on payroll.
These niggas was cousins. You know, they found out. Hell no. So once they found out that they was cousins, it was like no separation from that point. It was just me, him, and Nate. Right. You know what I'm saying? And come to find out, we used to start seeing Q come up there. And he wanted to learn. He kept bugging us. Come to find out, that's Nate's brother. You know what I'm saying? Nate, older brother, and Q got the same father. You know what I'm saying? So that, it's like, damn, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, Nate mother knew Q mother. Like, they already knew each other. And we didn't know. So we all start hanging around, and that's really where it was us four. And of course, Rashad and Spin was DJing at the rink at that time. I believe Malcolm wasn't there no more. I think it was Thad at that time. And Rashad and Spin and DJing. And, you know, and that's basically how we all clicked up. Well, I actually went to school. I had classes with Spin and Rashad. They was in my biology class at Thornwood. So that's really how I met them and knew them anyway. You know what I'm saying? And we used to ditch and go to the city with Rashad and all type of shit. So I started meeting all the DJs and all. But yeah, it's a crazy story, man. Like I said, but my first main time really meeting all of them was, I would say, Cavallini's really is where I think, like, even when Ant wouldn't fuck with us then, it's like really when we start just seeing everybody, like meeting everybody, you know what I'm saying? And like J-Rock said, like not that, but Jackson Park and shit too, you know what I'm saying? That we started seeing everybody.
Man, what you mean 111, the route,
but
87, we used to see them.
Like these like the first main places we was going. Remember, we would go to the rink, that'd be over at 11. Cavallini's is over at fucking 2. So we would leave the rink and go to Cavallini's. And remember, we used to sneak Q through the bathroom window.
Yeah.
What the hell y'all got that nigga in there?
Hey, what's cute?
Through the window.
Whoever didn't want to have to pay, we used to go through that bathroom window.
Hey, was Q the youngest out of?
Yeah,
he was a baby.
Yeah,
like Rashad made a track saying the baby. He didn't like it. He made a track like the baby. We was talking about Q because he was the baby of the crew. Like, he was like Elmo. He was like the last. He was really the last. Like, it was because it was just me, Nate, and Reggie at first, and then Q came. So like we didn't fuck with nobody else. Like it was just always us. Like we didn't kick it and hang with everybody like that. Like we felt like if you weren't part of our clique, we wasn't fucking with you.
Right.
So once pretty much we stepped outside that branch because Rashad was like a pretty much he was just so like you could talk to him with no problem. You could, Rashad would kick it with any and everybody. He'd hang with I don't give a care who it was, the devil. He'd have a good time with him. You know what I'm saying? So it was like with him, it was cool. Like Rashad made it cool for us to maneuver through the city. Like we used to be at every spot where we ain't supposed to be at. But because we was with Rashad, it was cool. Like we got a G pass because we was with Rashad. Like here it is, Rashad was the biggest gang banger of the crew. I'm talking about Rashad was BD at the time, and this don't do to go to GD parties with no problem. Blackstone parties, because he was the DJ. So here we carrying his crates. You know what I mean? Like we trying to get in with him. It was just like you couldn't separate us. Like we was always with each other. You know what I mean? Like if we wanted at Nate crib, we was at Q crib. If we wasn't at Q crib, we was at Reggie.
Hey, Darion.
Or we was at my crib. So you couldn't separate us. We didn't hang with everybody. Like we was literally, when I say like we was like we felt like we was Dipset, because that's what we idolized. We thought we was Dipset. We didn't have, it wasn't a crew, we was a movement. We was trying to move everywhere. And we had a lot of help along the way. Like we'd never take nothing. I take never nothing to give Jeff from Markham, Ishmael, like people like them, like they fuck with us. Even when it came to Ray Blow, like Ray Blow was the biggest asset because he was our big brother. Like we looked up to Ray Blow because Ray Blow, he the one had the fashion. He was the one rocking the Coogee sweaters with the like, he was like the ghost face of the crew. If it was the Wu-Tang Clan, he was ghost face.
Well, I think that's. Hold on.
You can't hear me?
Wait. Hold on.
You breaking up pretty bad, bro.
Darion, are you moving? Are you walking around? So, I'm about to say, if
that nigga sleep,
log out and log back in.
That nigga sound like the chopped and screwed remix.
I know. Like, hey, it was so profound. We were just like trying to hear what he was saying.
Shit, that shit was the slow down, you feel me version. Like, God damn.
Like, you know what? So,
I got Tourette's and some shit.
Hey, hold on, y'all. Darion,
Almost said chop this.
Yeah, log back in. So look, I want to ask this question, and I've been wanting to ask this question for the longest. Why did Wolfpack dance with Timberlands on?
You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna tell you from my perspective when I saw it. I saw it first with Mike, because to kind of play off what Darion said about style, right? Mike was and still is that dude when it comes down to style. Mike would come to practice and parties with a different Coogee sweater on. We talking between $300 and $600 Coogee sweaters on, and custom Timbs before that was popular. You know what I'm saying?
Mike had that shit too.
Yeah.
Mike would come into a party and you know that dude to spend at least $1,000 on his fit, and he had on 10, and he'll be like, okay. And part of his style, if you look at the way he was dancing, Mike is flat-footed. Mike is flat-footed. He'll tell you that off top. He was flat-footed, but part of his style actually played into the 10.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think
with the genuine sideburns, like that nigga used to make it. That nigga used to make a statement. You hear me?
That man's sideburns was dripping all type of F-curl juice.
that nigga used to get in there.
Mike used to go off, bro.
Mike will lose his damn mind in them goddamn tails, and I don't even know how that happened. I'm not going to even lie to you. And then I think I saw. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I just remember on 111 at the YMCA when I used to see Wolfpack. I used to see the Tims, and I used to be like, hey, them motherfuckers heavy as hell. Like, why would you be dancing?
You know what, bro? You know what? Not to cut you off. Everybody was fashionable because like when I first seen like J Ma and Mike, they had the goggles. They was rocking the goggles.
Right.
The Scott goggles,
dude. I remember those.
Like Dre, like he had some of the cleanest works that I've seen. And Dre had like the either white ones or white Reebok classics. It was like because they was light.
And a Gap hoodie.
Yeah,
with a Gap hoodie
or that button up, or that motherfucking button
up.
Oh, that nigga had his button up game together.
So, you know, like bro said, the fucking I definitely see Mike in a Coogee and different shit. He definitely was on the fashion. Ray Blow to us, like at that time, because when we, like I said, we was in House-O-Matic, Ray Blow and BT and all them other cats was in House-O-Matic at the time.
Right.
We looked up to them because they kind of was like big brothers to us. You know what I'm saying? So like them, like Ray Blow, he is spin that bread on like that shit, like Iceberg, Coogee, he was into all that shit. And I ain't gonna lie, I credit him for a lot of my shit too, like the Twans, all them House-O-Matic motherfuckers that when we was in that
clique. I ain't gonna lie, House-O-Matic was some of the flies niggas that did it.
Bro.
Hey.
Twan, you was a baby nigga just like we was, and you was still in that bag.
Bro, they was fly as fuck. They had their Coogee. I had to go and grab my shit. I had to get my shit up.
Hey Reggie, when I joined House-O-Matic, Twan cost me, that nigga cost me thousands. This dude had stores where he knew people that owned stores. And he'd be like, man, Jay, right now, you ain't dressed right. You ain't dressed right. Come on, man, come on. Because I had been, just working. So I wasn't into that. So Twan, I remember I was going to a party. We was throwing a party at, I think it was like East of the Rhine or something. And Twan was like, nah, bro, you can't, nah. I think the dude name was Pierre that owned the store, if I remember correctly. Twan was like, nah, bro, we gotta go shopping. And I was like, go shopping for what? Like, we need some more props and gimmicks or something like that. He looked at me, he goes,
we going forward. Go shopping for what?
Right. I'm trying to get on the stage. And my man say, nah, man, nah. And he was like, look, we finna go over here. We going to this shoe store. We going here. You're going to need about $700-800. I was like, damn, okay. He took me to these stores, came out with like, not a couple of fits. I came out with one fit.
That's how it was. Cause I used to go to the Lark in Evergreen Plaza.
Oh boy! Wait, y'all forget Mike. Y'all forget Mike used to work at Freshware in Ford City.
Oh, we didn't know clothes from up there.
Huh?
We used to go up there and get clothes from up there.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So them Coogies and icebergs and all that shit was there.
Mike used to work at what was the other store? He was down from Mike. J Mike used to be in the other store.
I forgot, but yeah, I do remember Mike I forgot about that shit.
Hell yeah.
Mike was all. Mike got all vintage shit now. Mike is all vintage now. Everything he got be like straight vintage now. Like
Yeah, all you gotta
He
do is
always
go
take
to
it to another
Facebook. You will
level.
see him talking,
Like that
posting,
shit
and
too.
talking.
Straight up, man.
Hey, look, I tried to ask him, like, hey, man, you got like the double XL? He like, nah, man, I ain't got the football player sizes, J-Rock. You have to come down about like 3-4 sizes. I'm like, damn, thanks.
So the question I want to ask, what kept y'all grounded? Like what kept Wolfpack solid? You know what I'm saying? What kept y'all like y'all made it more than just a dance group, more than just a battle clique. Y'all became brothers, like a brotherhood. You know what I'm saying?
It just, I would just say, man, I felt like we had a lot of shit in common, man. And it's like, you know, we didn't take it personal when they big brothered us, when they hazed us. We knew, you know what I'm saying? So what we did is, what do big brothers do? Like, so when the next wave of motherfuckers came in, like the Jasons and Pools and all that, we did it to them. The same shit, the treatment we got, we did it to them. But we showed them, because that's what it's all about, passing this shit down. We want to pass down with, you know, and Elmar, these cats taught us, we want to pass down to the next, but we want to pass it down the right way. Right. You know, the way we was taught. And that's what all this whole culture should be about, man. You know, even not just getting off the rails, it should be about passing shit down. You know what I'm saying? If you do, or if you got plugged with this or that, it's about, you know what I'm saying, open it up so everybody can eat. You know what I'm saying? It's about passing it down the right way. You know what I'm saying? That's one part that, you know, a lot of people feel like, you know, everybody had their differences on. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people feel like the game ain't the same, but you got to understand the culture changed. You know what I'm saying? It shit changed. But at the same time, you know, as long as them values is still there, you know what I'm saying, I think people will be in a good space, you know. But yeah, they definitely knew from the beginning, like, you know, shit. Ant was like, I don't footwork no more. I don't want to footwork no more. That's why I passed it down and showed y'all, because I don't want to do this shit no more. You know what I'm saying? And we felt the same way. If we can include other people like the Jasons and other people, then, you know, we pass it down to them. But I think Ant I know he had certain people he took a liking to that reminded him, like, for instance, Jason. I think he said either Nate or Jason reminded him of Jerry. You know,
it was Nate. It was Nate.
It was Nate.
It was Nate.
And he really like worked with Nate, because he felt like, you know, like, for me, you know, I always fucked with your style, Elmo. I always fucked with Mike's style. That was like my go-to, and I fucked with fucking Dre. I just tried to learn as much as I can learn, really. Right. That was even J-Rock. J-Rock could come and make up new combos. Me and him would make up new shit, and I take a liking to it. I like that, bro. Add this with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we were just creative minds. So that's what I think that kept us grounded.
Reggie!
Hey,
my head there,
nigga. What the hell?
Who wears funny?
Late, nigga.
Baby is late.
Hey, Pooh, they say you used to be later in practice.
You said what?
They say you used to be later in practice.
Man,
later in practice, man. What I had to do to get into that practice is undescribable, bro. Man, I swear to God, like, hazing was at an all-time high. They built the soldier, G.
Hey, but you know what? Ant and them, think about it. I was with Ant and them when all of us was in UFAU. So that shit went way back.
Yeah.
That's to everybody. I mean, everybody. And that's what I say, like 91 on up. Ant hazed the shit out of everybody. You gonna fool? You got to go through that. You're gonna go through some shit.
Right. Yeah. And another thing was like, man, you know, we like when we came in, like, as far as the me, Nate, Rashad, Darion, and Q, we was already like this. We was already brothers. So for us joining with them, you know, brothers gonna fight, brothers gonna argue. It is what it is. Right. But at the same time, it's like, I guess, I don't know if we reminded them of them or what, but it worked. You know what I'm saying? It always worked. You know what I'm saying?
From my perspective, when I used to see y'all, when I see y'all do remind Ant of the dungeon, because that's how him, Jerry, Cornell, that's how they had a tight
Aaron, motherfucking
Aaron, you know? My little cousin Demir, DJ,
Demir,
but they had a tight niche
Yeah.
And man, when they come to a party, you might as well say that shit party like the Red Sea.
That's because they was bullies. They was Killer Ward. Them niggas was a problem.
Wait. Did somebody acknowledge that J. Ron got them glasses on?
Yeah.
No, I'm not no glasses. You know what though? I would say for me, what kept me grounded was literally two things. One, my brothers, and when I like with Reggie, Nate, Q, Darion, Rashad, they had their clique, right? And that was the suburbs. With me, it was me, Elmo, Rudy, Diage, Lily, our boy, another Twan we know, Eli when he came around, going to kick it with Mike Dre and J-Mar and Ant. You know what I'm saying? So from the city, it was that aspect of it. And for me, it was more so they became my brothers. It wasn't like, it wasn't no big I little you, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? It was like, these are my brothers, period. And that actually, as a person, generally speaking, plays a part in how I'm made up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll open the doors for, my brothers. You know what I'm saying? So, like, me and Elmo, we talk damn near every day. Me and Pooh talk, Pooh is considered probably a generation behind me. And me and Pooh talk at least 2-3 times a month. You know what I'm saying? So, for us, it goes beyond footwork, if that makes any sense. Or for me, it goes beyond footwork.
It's more like a fraternity.
Right.
Yeah. Right. You know, cause when you go into this shit and the people that help build you as a better person and as a better dancer, you know what I'm saying? Darion, Reggie, Q, Jason, you know what I'm saying? These are my brothers. And you know what I'm saying? Every time I go through something, I call my brothers first. Right. I'm an only child. Right. And I can certify by myself, but shit, we can fuck up a nation.
Hey, but check this out. What Elmo said some crazy shit earlier. Now I don't mean to bounce around, but another quick story. Like, check this out. Like, I remember one time, right? It's very similar to Elmo's story. Now, this is before we was fucking around with CMD and all that. This was like after Housematic. We briefly went to UFIU.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember one time.
I remember that.
We was at Dalton Expo, and we used to go to UFIU, and they used to try to want us to do the routines, but we'd be off in the side practicing. So I remember we would practice, and at that time, like, we used to always battle Scooty and Rudy and the twins and all them. We was battling them. So at this time, we joined the group. So they was like happy as fuck, like, hell yeah, we finna.
Y'all only join for the girls, and we gonna keep it there.
Facts. So, hey, but check it out. But this is what happened. Because Mike didn't want to go into the practice, but me, Rashad, Nate, and we went to the practice like twice. You know what I'm saying? So we were practicing shit. So it was a big party at Dalton Expo. So we went to Dalton Expo. So they was trying to sabotage shit. They whole shit then, like twins and all them and Scooty and them. They started trying to go at Mike, J, Dre, all them. You know what I'm saying? So then it was like a big divide of like, who the fuck y'all gonna help? You know what I'm saying? So they looked at us. You know what I'm saying? Darnell, all them cats looked at us. So we walked on Mike and them side. So them niggas was pissed. Like, oh, fuck them up. Fuck them.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Oh man, I'm talking about that shit was so crazy, man. We ran through their whole fucking crew though after that. Just like, man, we knew the loyalty of it at the same time.
Right.
We knew our agenda was the women, but the loyalty was there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We wasn't a part. We really wasn't into the dance group thing. We was more so into battle.
And women.
Y'all was actually at the top though. Like Wolfpack was the top group. You know what I'm saying? Back then, like, you know what I'm saying? At that time when like, I remember, I just like, I don't want to sound, but I only remember Darion, Reggie, Pooh, Q, because I was younger than, than J-Rock and Elmo. You know what I mean? Like, I was younger than them. You know what I'm saying? So I don't recall, them individuals. But I can tell when I used to see Darion, Reggie, Pooh, Q, Eli in a party, y'all taking over shit. Like y'all was taking over. Like everybody was like scared of y'all. Like, oh, Wolfpack in the building. Like, damn. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, you'll be in the party and then you'll see like walk in and be like, either they all get the same like Coogee iceberg sweater on or something.
Yeah, like
Vanna Joel's, next Tails, like, dang, who is them? Then they all get braids. Like, what the?
Y'all was like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all was like celebrities to, you know what I'm saying, to us that was starting out. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all was the celebrity. You know what I mean? So we like looked up to y'all like, damn, like, bro, I want to be, you know what I'm saying? I want to be like them. Like, you know what I'm saying? They get in the party and everybody is on, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey.
But
hey, it was a hard time for me to get up in that joint. Darion hated me because he was battling HOC, and Darion got mad at me because I didn't jump in, and he knew I had works, and I'm like, shit, you Darion from Wolfpack, nigga, like what the fuck I need to do? And I didn't jump in, and Darion was like, fuck, dude. I was like, wow.
He lying. That nigga ain't lying.
Darion did not do that, G. Darion was tired. He wanted me to go, but you know what I'm saying? Like I looked up at him, like you know what I'm saying? Oh, that's Darion from Wolfpack. Like he got that.
So check this shit out. The first time I met Pooh, they must have been still hazing Pooh, because I met this nigga at Secret. So I'm standing there, I see Reggie, Q, and this nigga. So Reggie slid up on me. Reggie probably don't remember this. Reggie slid up on me playing around. I hadn't seen Q since Q got taller. So Q spin out. This nigga come at me, kind of said, what's up? I slid out in front of Q, and I see this little short, fat motherfucker come out.
I don't know. I'm working on my core lately. Hold on.
Hey, Pooh.
I'm almost 40, G. I'm working on my core.
Oh my God, man.
But I will say I had some times where, like, I believe it was me, Reggie, I think it was Darion. We was over at Ant House. We're supposed to go to this party on, I think it's a Union on 71st in Vincennes or 77th. And that was the first time that I saw Dre Day. Ant, Mike, and I want to say Ant, Mike, and Dre walked in. And Mike was, I guess Ant and Mike was talking shit to Dre because Dre wasn't hopping out being as aggressive as he needs to be.
Well, I was there. I drove.
So, my bad, bro, my bad. But I remember Ant tapping Nate. No, it was Reggie. He tapped Reggie. Reggie slid out of Dre, fucking with him a little bit. He tapped me, fucking with him. Ant walked back over and say, you know what to do. This nigga unleashed Dre Day. There is no other way to describe these combos other than to say unleashed.
He cut up.
He acted up. I still feel that shit. That it was so disrespectful. But it was shit like that.
Steal some of them.
Hey, you know what I did?
You remember them?
I was doing this.
The grand, I was to steal some of that shit.
Hey, Reggie.
I hope y'all remember that shit.
Hey, Reggie, you and Nate started that whole shit. Anytime y'all saw some shit, you wanted them niggas to stick that hand out like,
don't worry.
I got it. Y'all niggas started that shit. That shit was funny as hell.
Hey, Elmo, remember when Ant finally unleashed me at the Dalton Expo?
Unleashed.
No, I lost my mind.
Who was that against though?
House arrest. It was house arrest.
Yeah,
I got fucked up at Cavallini's. I remember that. Now I admit taking my L. I got fucked up at Cavallini's, and it was me, Elmo, and Ant. And Ant tapped me. Elmo was out there first, and I remember I was like, "Damn, I can't go out there because my 6 months ain't up." And Ant was like, "Go ahead, go out there." I lost my shit. I'm like, all right, cool. Burned the circle, burnt the shit out the circle. Came back, didn't see Ant. Like, where the fuck is Ant? Ant then spit out into the circle, dropped and grabbed me and came at me. I'm like, oh, this is not going to be a good night. This cannot be.
No, it won't be. It won't be.
Hey, Elmo say no, it won't be.
No.
It was not a good thing. And then Elmo came right behind the nigga like, well, you might as well get this work from both
I
of us.
mean, if you're going to take these lumps, you may as well take all of them. Fuck.
On see, you gonna fight, you gonna fight.
Hey, so
that's the creed.
Hey, so look, okay, I know the guys was cold, but what about the females though? I know y'all had some females in the group. No.
We had
one female, and that was Shadon.
Oh shit! Wait, let
Darian
talk shit. Let Darian talk shit.
It was one female, Dayon, that honestly made it that far. And people don't understand. People think Pooh got hazed, I got hazed, and all this other shit. Everybody really got at their own. Like the older members, like Mike was teaching her combos. I would make her skate up and down the gym floor, either at Jackson Park or Grand Crossing. Like Elmo would be like, all right, here's the combos. And she was supposed to be practicing with K59, and Elmo stopped all that shit. He was like, nah, today you with me. Or Mike would grab her and be like, nah, you with me. Or J-Ma or Dre would grab her and be like, nah, you with me. So with Dayon was just like, she was just a hard shit. She was a monster.
So Darion said Shadon, and you say Dayon. So was it both of them at the time? Was they
two different
times?
It was in 2 different times.
Two different times.
It would be 2 different times because Shadon for all intents and purposes was learning more from Bernard.
He was with the tunnel.
Yeah, he was with the tunnel. That wasn't Wolfpack. But she did learn later from Jason.
Right, because that's what I was
going to start picking up shit from Jason.
She definitely, I don't know. It must have been an attraction there between her and Jason or some shit. I don't want to really speak on all that, but to my knowledge, no, real shit. Because at this time, right. Nate was gone. Nate was gone. Nate was gone. Who was in there? Who was there? Pierre and all the other cats was there. You know what I'm saying? But that's when she was around a lot more at that time. You know what I'm saying?
She met Jason when we had to do the parade with CMD. Like we was talking to them and they was talking to us. Like like all of them was talking to a member from Wolfpack. So Pierre had a girl, I had a girl, Q had a girl, from so on and so on. So when we started performing, we did the Bud Big and Parade with CMD, we started showing Shadon then. So Shadon was always like, she'll come grab us to the side, like, man, just show me this. So she'll learn from all of us, from like me, Q, Jason. She would learn from all, even Bernard, but Bernard was teaching her too. So it was like she had the best of both worlds.
Yeah, she did. Because the tunnel, I ain't gonna even lie. I love my brothers in the tunnel. Bernard,
that was a good rival. That was a good rival.
Shine, and it was so funny because with Hot and Shine, man, those were so much my dudes, man. They would come up to the gig, and I was in a motherfucking suit selling luggage in Marshall Field, and would like stop everything. Like, I'm going on break. You know what I'm saying? And like literally, we'd go up in the water tower where they got the professional building, like on the 9th floor. We would go in there with nobody up there. We'd just literally go up there and practice. And it's like, those my guys, but they took what it was that we learned. Like they learned from, they learned a lot of shit from Ant too. But it honestly speaks to who it is as far as the artist goes. You know what I'm saying? As far as dancing and the art form goes, or the craft in and of itself, it speaks to that because they're night and day different from how we dance. It's a lot of stuff that they do that's similar, but believe it or not, they're night and day from the thought process. Like
Yeah, they got a different style. It is a total, it's a different style in there.
Yep, like the city, Wolfpack from the city, believe it or not, is different from the south suburbs. How we dance, even though we got all the similar basics. You know what I'm saying? Like out of my brothers, let me go ahead and say this. I got admiration for certain brothers, right? I love everything that everybody does, but like Darion, king of motherfucking ghosts, right? I would get Darion got a ghost for every goddamn thing. Me and Reggie got a lot of crosses where our styles are similar because we do a lot of crosses. That's where our styles kind of branch off. Elmo and Eli, I would honestly say, were two tall niggas that I didn't even think dancing was a tall nigga thing until I met Elmo and Eli. And Eli, you wouldn't even believe Eli was as tall as he was the way he moved.
Bro, I don't mean to cut you off, bro, but Eli, bro. Man, listen, when that man used to dance, bro, everything used to stop. Like, I used to actually literally watch this man. Everything used to stop, bro. Like, I used to be like, this dude, bro, like, is something else. Like, I don't know what, bro. That the length, and he was so smooth and so clean too, like real swift. I'm talking about he knew he was the man, bro. Like those not some people you know.
That's the attitude. That's the attitude we had to have because we felt like couldn't nobody fuck with us because we was in a pack. You couldn't just get one part of one, like you said, like one knew how to ghost better, one knew how to giddy up and shake and bang better. One knew how to break down, but it's like you got a different variety from each nigga in the clique. You just couldn't get one. So we used to run trains on niggas. It was over with. It's like how could you man? Hold on, what can we do? Niggas run a train on y'all.
Right.
All art.
Yep. That's fact.
Right.
It's all fun and games until motherfucking Eli come pick you up and motherfucking y'all go to motherfucking what's that park on Stony?
Jackson Park.
Like 60 something.
Jackson Park.
And this nigga, man, me, Pierre, and Eli walked in that bitch. I didn't know he was in there. He was in tour with motherfucking U5U. He was like, oh look, they go Studio Woo. We walk in and walk clean out, and we ran through the golf cart, with the golf course, nigga, and we hid out there. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what did you do? I'm like, nigga, we ain't coming in the party, man. I swear to God, that's when you know you got some real retarded brothers, man.
Hey, so when did y'all? Cause I remember one night going to the Y, and like Eli was talking like crazy at I think it was like I think all y'all was there, but he was talking about y'all like he was against y'all. Was it a Wolfpack Renegade or something?
Oh,
that he was on
that part.
Yeah.
Was that true, or am I going too far?
Like just like I said earlier, man. Brothers fight, brothers argue.
Right.
Times where it was disagreement with. It was times where I'm gonna keep it funky. It was times where Bernard from the tunnel used to come to Riverdale and me and him practice, and other niggas ain't approve of that.
Right.
Ain't approve of that. You know what I'm saying? Me and Bernard the tunnel was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like it was times where, you know what I'm saying, like at that time I might not have fucked with Eli, but he might have been practicing with another motherfucker, and I didn't approve. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we brothers, you know, it happens. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers go through different shit. That's just all it was, you know, at that time. I wouldn't say that it was, you know what I'm saying, nothing like major. It was just
right. Yeah.
That's just how we was, you know what I'm saying? But us not being a dance group in the clique, and the competition level was always high, bro. even with ourselves, because a lot of people, let's keep it real, we come to parties, we had to battle with speakers. They didn't want to battle us.
That's what I'm saying. Yup, that's facts.
The level was high. So we damn near had to, like, man, we was bored. Like, damn, we want to battle somebody. Motherfuckers wanted to be our friends instead of competing.
That's right.
And the way we came up, we competed even like before the Wolfpack, before all that shit. The way I came up, bro, is we might lose at the rink this week. We going home and practicing. Guess what? Next week we coming for your ass. Motherfuckers that beat us, we coming back for them. You know what I'm saying? That was our thought process. That was our. Even if you gave us a run for our money, we felt like, man, we got to come back. You know what I'm saying? Better than what we was the week before, because you gave us more competition than we expected. And that's all it was. Like, I remember one time, I forgot where the hell we was at, but like, remember Nick from House-O-Matic?
Yeah,
man, I'm talking about this motherfucker start ticking and doing some shit, and we all looked, because we haven't learned that. We didn't learn that shit.
Right.
So we like, what the fuck is this? And so, and like that, man, that shit called ticking. You know what I'm saying? So we're like, man, we got to add that to the arsenal, because this motherfucker doing some shit we never even seen before. And that's where a lot of the ticking shit came from. You know what I'm saying? From like when we learned it. I mean, it's been out, but I'm saying when I seen it, that was my first time seeing the shit. Like, damn, who the fuck? What is this? And it's like, man, you know, so motherfucker kind of showed us the basics to it to add within what we was doing. You know, so it's always, man, growth. You know what I'm saying? From everybody. You know what I'm saying? We had our, you know, but at the same time, we all brothers, man.
Yeah, it was all love. Yeah, it was all love. I knew that. I just know I remember that like it was yesterday. Yeah. Like,
oh, it was more than one party, because that was happening for a while. Like, you know, the damn near the worst thing you can do is isolate a motherfucker and say you ain't with us no more.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the worst thing you can do. But Eli was so cocky, like the cockiness was there between all of us. Right. Like, this motherfucker call himself a god. You know what I'm saying? So the cockiness was there. So it's like, okay, well, fuck y'all then. I'm gonna fuck all y'all up. You know what I'm saying? That's just how we thought. If a motherfucker isolated me, I would think the same way. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker gotta, you know, everybody had like, within my shit, everybody had their turn to like be that. I seen a lot of niggas at that level, bro. Like real shit. Like, I done seen Darian, I done seen Pooh, I done seen Jason, I done seen Nate, I done seen Q, I done seen, and not just that, I done seen Charles, I done seen Twan, I done seen a lot of motherfuckers like from my two eyes at that level to where it's like, this nigga cold as hell. You know what I'm saying? Whether I was a shorty or whether I was older, you know what I'm saying? I done seen, you know, when I first seen Elmo, I'm like, man, this nigga smooth as hell for his height. Like, when I can't do that shit, I don't understand. Like I can try to emulate it and ask him how to do it, but my shit ain't gonna look like his shit. You know what I'm saying? My moves is not gonna look like his moves. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Dre showed me something or J Ma showed me something, I'm gonna try to get it as close as I can, and they be like, "Yeah, you got it," and I be like,
"Dre gonna be the cleanest dancer you ever fucking seen footwork in life, and ain't nothing you can do with it.
Nothing you can do with it, bro. Like, I can pick shit up. I can pick shit up, but I was gonna say, like, man, I can pick shit up, but like the way that certain motherfuckers dance, like, I can never in 100 years dance like Darian, bro. And I've been around Darian for shit 30 years.
Man, Darian is winning right now.
No way. I can't even try. I don't even try to dance. Like, I can never even try. When we used to make our routines, it's like, no, Darian, you can't lead the routine, bro, because we can't all dance like you, bro. It's unique. We can't dance like you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not gonna look the same. Even when you saying it's the same, when we seeing each other in the mirror, it's not gonna look the same.
Not gonna look
you know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? We can all ghost. You know what I'm saying? We can all do different shit. But we looking at each other, it's like, Mike gonna look this way. Like, if you seen a dungeon routine, or if you seen, you know, the original niggas in Wolfpack do a routine, because that was our part of our hazing. When we first got in the basement, we had to
learn that shit.
And when we doing it, and like, yeah, y'all get it. I'm like, well, why the fuck El don't look like this, and Dre them look like this, and we look like this? Like, the shit look better on them. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, how they skating this smooth, and how they, you know what I'm saying? But no, y'all got it. That's it. and it's just more practice. But it can never look like they shit. But
nah, Anthony just put you through practice. He put you through hell. Like you was a dummy.
Bro.
Like, but it gave you the comp. Like even when you had it, he'll tell you don't have it, and it make you mad. It's like, man, I know I'm doing it right. No, you ain't. I am doing it right. No, I'm not.
Because and look at you, bully in your face and be like, no, it ain't right.
Pooh and Darian, see, y'all the two type of niggas. Y'all used to picking up shit so fast. Y'all think y'all just got shit. No, niggas, like, oh, you don't have it.
Hey,
bro.
don't hate my greatness.
You ain't got it.
Shut the fuck up.
They can learn this shit in 2 times. Oh, 2 times. Okay, I got it now. No, nigga, this gonna take you a week to learn. This gonna take you a month to learn it. And guess what? When you finally get it, when you battle and it come out, you got it now. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it was, bro. Like,
yeah, that nigga had me at a pole just doing this. Like turning the key, like what the fuck? Let him go.
But they don't understand
know how to go, bro.
The basic move that they was teaching us was the best way, because you had to learn how to do everything. You couldn't just know how to ghost. You had to learn how to earth. You had to know how to glide. You had to know how to skate. You had to know how to get here. You had to know how to shake and bake. Like, you had to know how to do all this stuff. You couldn't they just want to send you out there. Like, nowadays, they'll just send you out there. No, it wasn't no send you out there. The shit I used to hate is when you had to go through probation and niggas will come to the party and you can't dance against them. So now this nigga just fucking you up. You can't do shit.
But yo,
you can't do a damn thing.
Signal
man,
in this bitch. Like, what the fuck?
When it's time to, bro, you catch him, you know that's his ass. You want his ass. Time you see him. That's what made us all though. Like, the training was
Boost Mobile Wi-Fi hotspot or some shit. What the fuck?
You got
Bro, we need your shit.
Darian, your shit breaking up, G.
Yeah, bro. What the hell?
Shit like, God damn it, God damn.
I'm over here.
But nigga, it ain't a game, nigga, cause you know when you join this brotherhood, bro, it's like when I first walked into the party, they like, okay, now you in the clique. You can't dance until you got all the basics and everything together. And then, you know, they had to unleash you at that time. You know what I'm saying? I'm at Union Hall, like, man, shit, you say you in Wolfpack, niggas coming for you to steal your name.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I already burnt that nigga. Oh, no. It wasn't none of that. You sit your ass down. I swear to God, my motherfucking feet was, man, I'm on DJ booth like, oh, shit. I'm ready to go. No. They like, no, you can't go yet. I'm like, ain't this a bitch?
It was back then. You did have to.
You couldn't go until they unleash.
Until they take that leash off. That was it.
That's what it be.
Yeah.
Probation.
Let's get into these questions right now. I know people like anxious to ask y'all guys some questions. You know what I mean, from all around the world. We got quite a few people from different countries and different states that's coming in.
Oh yeah.
So with the questions, let's go with the questions.
Hey, Pac. Hey, why did the coral look good in the back, man? I need something back there.
Nigga, you got the you got the Shaquille Sunflower from Martin, the Najee Ramba going on, nigga. You ain't need nothing else.
Nigga,
you got Brother Rock in this. Who you don't need nothing else. You got the Najee Ramba going on, bro.
But go ahead, man. Drop them questions, man.
All right, let's get these questions on and popping. Even on the live, y'all can type in the questions on the live as well. on Facebook Live. I see a lot of people chime in.
Yeah, I'm gonna monitor the Facebook question.
Facebook, yeah.
See, look, they got the little steak behind them and shit. I'm going over J-Rod house.
So Charles said, if y'all didn't burn him those times, he basically wouldn't be where he at now. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't fuel him to become, you know, great in the world. You know what I'm saying? From the times y'all burnt him so many times.
Y'all fueled him to be better, to want to get better.
Y'all fuel what I said in the thing is y'all fueled me to go crazy. I appreciate it.
Oh, look, he got on glasses.
Straight up.
Got on glasses.
Hey, man, that's all. You know,
what is it, man? Can somebody please take me to go get some glasses tomorrow?
You know, some people just got that it in them. Some people got that. You know what I'm saying? Like a motherfucker like Charles will battle, you know, from a shorty and come up and keep coming back. You know what I'm saying? Them type of motherfuckers, you know, they gonna be good one day.
You know, they gonna be
and Charles never left.
Great one day. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, but a motherfucker that might lose and go and, you know, try to be a friend and this and that, you know, okay, well, they gonna be a regular motherfucker. They might come up one day, but you never know. But a motherfucker that keep coming back to battle and not afraid to defend itself and battle every time or kick it off with you to battle.
Talk your shit, Reg.
Like, you know, they gonna be okay. They gonna be something. You know, they gonna be great. So it's just all competition, man. You know, at the end of the day, that's what it was with me when I first came up before Wolfpack, before all the shit. Me and Nate got burnt many a times. Me, Nate, and Darian. Fuck, we got slaughtered a lot of times. But that's where that drive and that hunger came from. And we like, man, when we get cold, we gonna come back and fuck everybody up, including Jeff, including everybody. Everybody that fucked us up back in the day when we were shorties, we gonna fuck them up.
Right.
You know, surpass them. That was just our motivation. You know what I'm saying? So
baby.
Hey, low key, like for Charles, him and I met. You know, besides the footwork and shit, I took a professional route in dancing as well. But me and Charles met at a show we was doing together. We were at Dance Chicago, and he was with Creation. And I was letting him know, like, yo, bro, like the whole footwork culture, you know, I'm, you know, a pioneer at that. You know what I'm saying? And I gave him the Backwards Ghost at that goddamn show. We were in the lobby before we went on, and I gave him the Backwards Ghost. I'm like, man, y'all add this to your shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just giving a gem, like let motherfuckers know that it was legit.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
No, man.
That was a moment for me and Charles and, you know, the whole Creation team. Shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with them.
Charles, I know you watching. I'm on your ass too, nigga. I'm still dancing.
So we got a question from Dollar. He said, if y'all each could go back and battle one Pacific person, who would it be?
We smoked that thing.
Let me start. I'm gonna start off with Elmo, then Reggie, then Pooh, and then we're gonna go to Darian and J-Rock.
All right.
If I could go back and battle one person,
yep.
It was like, am I coming up? It was one nigga that smoked me. He was with, big up to Tony Gaines. He smoked me at Grand Crossing. We had a show. K59, House Arrest 2, Lethal Weapon, whatever. This nigga, I'm talking about, he was a tall nigga too. Yeah. And my ghost came from him. Like, this nigga, I'm talking about, like, I ain't never been smoked like this in my life. And I was like, and to that day, you know, he went to the military, whatever. I never could get back to him until he came back one day, you know what I'm saying, closed doors in the dungeon, and I had to get my redemption back. But he was so far removed that I ain't gonna never lie. This nigga, Tony Gaines, smoked my ass. And I'm talking about the bruises might be still here. Like, I ain't never like experienced that in my life, and I'm like, bro, I gotta get at that man. I don't give a fuck if we 60 in jewels, nigga. I'm gonna go ahead and smoke this nigga in the produce section. Like, low key, I had.
He was pissed.
I had had dreams about nigga. I gotta get him. Like, it was that bad.
Get back
nigga,
there.
I gotta have mine back, nigga. That lick you gave me was nuts, Paul. But like, yo, I needed mine back. Like
that nigga had a whole bitch fit.
Like I'm talking about, I'm mad at rehearsals. I'm mad at everybody's practice. Like I don't want to do nothing until I get my ones with Cubs.
He gotta get his lick back. He gotta get his lick back.
Straight up, like I ain't satisfied in life until I get my ones with Cubs. But yeah, like that, I feel like that battle for me when I got him back, it was unfair because he was so far removed, and I was at a stage where nigga can't nobody see me.
Right.
Like, it was one of those things, but I wish I was like at my prime and he was at his prime when I caught that. You know what I'm saying? When I caught that.
So what about you, Reg?
Mine a little tricky, man, but I would say this.
Talk your shit, Reg.
No, I'm just talking about in my prime.
Your prime, right?
I crossed a lot of different eras, so if I was in my prime, I would have loved to battle like niggas like I would love to battle like a J-Ron, King Charles, like because at that time, you know, Q-Lim was coming up and I was pretty much, you know, fading off, just making sure everybody was good. But if I was in my prime, I would like to battle cats like that because I know that they technical. You know, they not just footworkers. They know what they doing. They know the names of they shit. They technicians, and I'm a technician. So I would like to battle cats like that. Now, if I was old, you know, if I was still in my prime, I would like when I was coming up, it would be like the niggas in my own crew because I felt like my crew was the best crew. So I felt like I would love to battle J-Mod or Dre or Elmo, you know what I'm saying, or Mike, you know, one of them, and just rounds. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm in my prime and they at their prime, which I know I learned from them, but it would just for me like, you know, I want to go at the best. You know what I'm saying? I would love to go at the best, but yeah, if it was the younger cats, it would be like King Charles, J-Ron, the technicians, you know, like, and this, you know, this is my prime, you know what I'm saying? So I would love just to see how it would match up and would they fuck me up and I have to go back and practice.
Right.
Yeah, but that's my answer pretty much.
What about you, Pooh?
No, let Darian go. You know, I'm the younger brother.
Seniority, okay. Seniority. All right.
Man, exactly. I'm doing seniority, man.
Darian, what about you?
I think his Wi-Fi cut off because it had disconnected on my shit.
Oh shit! Oh,
I think his shit cut off.
You gotta unmute yourself, Darian.
There
you go. There you go. Talk your shit, bro.
I have to say Bernard, man. Like Bernard kept me on my toes. Like Bernard kept me on my toes. It wasn't the time me and him wasn't battling. So it was like he made me stay on my shit.
Oh, hey, D Nasty. My fault. Hey, you know, I wouldn't mind battling Steve either, because he be stealing all my shit. Him and Bernard used to steal all my shit. Yeah. You know, I had to throw that out there.
But if I had to battle like a younger, I had to say Steve, Stilo, Manny.
Oh, Stilo, yeah.
Stilo got it. Stilo gets wild. Stilo gets wild.
Chris, like Lil Dabbin, Big Dabbin, like
yeah. Talk your shit, G.
It's a lot of them. Like it's a lot of them that's killers. I know, like they'll make me they'll come with that shit. Like they'll make it worth my while.
Right. J-Rock.
J-Rock probably went to daddy duty somewhere, man.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
we don't know.
That motherfucker probably chewing on the 45-pound plate or some shit.
In Arizona, he probably found the body. Hey,
Pooh, go ahead. No, J-Rock right there. J-Rock, go ahead.
I'm here.
There you go. Nigga, we thought you found the body.
Nah, nigga, nah. Nah, I ain't hit no gym. There's gyms around me too. I'll be like, oh, they be calling me. No, but for me, honestly, new school, like new schoolers, new schoolers, honestly, Stilo, Charles.
We got a whole Wolfpack style.
Yeah, for new school, it's Stilo, Charles, and Steve-O. But Steve-O ain't necessarily new school.
Right.
Old school.
Steve-O was a part of us though.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. But he's not
Don't-
really like.
Hey, don't
He's not
say
really.
shit.
He ain't really like. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't new school, so I can't say that. But I would still battle. But like old school is somebody that I drove to a second round that in his prime, in my prime, I want to go at again, and that's Nick's the man.
I was about to say Nick. I had gotta be Nick. Gotta be
With them
Nick.
chicks.
So
Me and Nick was at a 47th Street party, and I went to him for like fucking 4 weeks straight. And I was like, damn, I can't get this motherfucker past this first round. And it's like you know when you beat, you know when you didn't do your best.
Right.
And I made it to that second round, and I got him pushed to that third round, and Teen Wolf came out. And I saw that combo because he had a combo he called Teen Wolf. And he would do like these nasty ass ticks with crank outs and all types of shit. And I was like, yeah, this shit wasn't even right. That wasn't even right. Yeah, that was a bad thing. But in my prime, like 100%, going at him and knowing the shit I know now about the craft and how, like how you tend to change and elevate in the craft, going at him and knowing how the knowledge I have now in my prime, yeah, I'll go straight at Nick.
Right. Emo. Hey, Emo. Lee. Lee.
Hey, Lee. Yeah.
And what about you?
Come again?
Oh, who you going at?
You talking about DJ Emo, Lily.
Shit, I don't know.
Really?
Shit, just about everybody I battle, shit, we just, you know what? I don't fucking know.
Well, that's a tough question, man. It is a tough question because, like I said,
make you think.
I would have said Light Bulb or Stilo, but it, you know, like I said, like it's a lot of that's just competitiveness. Like I would have, you know, I know a lot of motherfuckers I would have tried to,
But
you know,
see,
I would have battled.
The thing with me is a lot of them I taught how to dance, so it'd be like monotonous to me.
Man, that's building yourself up, and that's what the squad do. When you see somebody that you see talent in, you battle them and make sure your shit together.
Man, let me tell you, the first time I met Elmo ass, this nigga battled me the first day he tried out.
Know that. I was on bullshit.
He was on bullshit.
I was.
Because the group, me and my
Wait, don't pass it up. Did you get smoked up?
Right.
Oh hell yeah. I did. Oh, but I got that ass back now. Don't get it
twisted. You ran back and gave him that check.
Hey,
Elmo, did you with my back up?
I had to put my seniority down first.
Right. Don't get it twisted. Like I was a young buck, but I was just on that. It was always in me. It was me and him that actually big up to Lily because he actually built my dance career. You know what I'm saying? He the one who introduced me to and all of them because they had to pass from the UFIU. You know what I'm saying? So he was my avenue to become who I was.
Shout out to Darnell.
Yeah, shout out to Darnell too. You know what I'm saying? Like, you already know how it go. Like, legit. Like, it was them brothers that like made me who I was. You know what I'm saying? Even though, like, yeah, hell yeah, I did the dancing shit for the girls too. Like, I was just with the shits. But like, that the whole footwork culture was something that sat with me because, like, nigga, I ain't gotta bend down. I ain't gotta break my back. I ain't gotta touch this floor, but with my feet. Nigga, I'm 6'15". Nigga, I ain't never finna have to worry about it no more. Like, I was like, this is a sport just for me.
Right.
Like,
let me run. Pooh, what's yours? Pooh? You the last one.
You sure you want to ride this ride?
I tell you, Boo used to give Pooh a problem.
Ooh.
Nigga, I'm trying to tell you. But you know
I'm
what?
talking about Boo from 2 Cent Mob. Then he used to give you a problem.
See?
Yeah. He used to give you a problem.
10 Mile, ooh.
Man, you know what? My brothers built me to be a better man, bro. And all I can do is shit. I'm finna be 38 next month.
Brother Rock,
I'm trying to do is just share the culture. I'm gonna keep it clean.
Hey, that was a plead the fifth moment, man. That was a plead the fifth.
That's bullshit.
I'm man. Hey, you know what? You just gotta appreciate the people that got in your life, man, because they change you. And you know what I'm saying? And the people that was in my life made me a better man. You know what I'm saying?
You know what, Fool? I'm glad you footwork because you footworking around the question. Answer the question.
Footwork around.
If you had
after you said that, this is J. Ron with the glasses.
Stop copping, please, Pooh.
Hey, Pooh, if you had one specific person, who would it be?
You said what?
One specific person, who would it be? If you had
who you dancing against?
Who I dance against?
Yeah.
Myself.
Yeah. Okay, my nigga.
No plea deal.
You know what? And when you join this when you join Wolfpack, ain't nobody bigger than nobody else. We all squad.
It hurt.
Right. Hey, somebody with I don't know who asked this question because it just say iPhone, but it say is J Rock Charles Barkley's son? But all
Ain't nobody but motherfucking.
Let me answer that for you. No, and kill yourself slowly.
That's the question. That's not the question. That was just a statement. So he said, but all jokes aside, he said, are y'all going to start back coming around?
Well, I'm 1,800 miles away, but like anybody else, y'all can hit me up on some one-off stuff because I still share, I still, what I'm saying, I still spar, so to speak, and that's pretty much me. I don't mind sharing the culture, even if it's from a distance. You know what I'm saying? That's just me in a nutshell.
Well, hey, J Rock, I'll be back down there in April.
Man, you've been coming back for like 3-4 years.
Oh my God!
I'm up out of here, player.
All right, well, come on. You know what? You know where I am. I'm the same spot, bro.
All right, so we got Mickey from Japan asking a question. She said, "How many footwork? How many Wolfpack basics do y'all have?" And
basics?
Yeah,
man. I
shit.
Look at every video.
You know what? Hey, let's be philosophical.
Just look at every video.
It's a lot of basics. So check it out, right? So it's a lot of basics, right? But it's more so, that speaks more so to a style. And it's a lot that goes to a style. And believe it or not, what I think what the underlying theme of what everybody's saying when they talk about how we dance and what it is that we learn is it's a straight philosophy to being a member of Wolfpack. It is not only a lifestyle and a culture, it is really technical. Back to what Reggie said, we're really technical. We like when it comes down to it, everybody has a different style for what it is that we learn, but we are like everybody super technical. Like, hey, did you dribble? All right, cool. What's the problem with that dribble? Did you bounce? Did you remember to bounce with that dribble? Hey, why you standing up so serious? Why your knees stiff? Why you not bent over? Why aren't you bent over far enough in this go? Is that it's a Humpty? So why you standing up? Why you upright? All right, you upright. You supposed to be crossing over. Why you doing a regular crossover? That leg's supposed to be stiff. So it speaks to the philosophies and the actual application and theories behind what it is that we do. So it's not just basics; it goes beyond that, and all of that is mixed into the basics.
Yeah, and
Talk your shit, big dog.
it's definitely it's a foundation. You know what I'm saying? So once you learn the foundation of everything, then because shit, like he said, the number of basics is like I never counted. That's
Right, because it's too many different eras.
It's too many.
Yeah. Too many different eras. Everybody basics is damn near different.
Yeah. And
Oh,
it's
baby.
And they count different.
So it's a two-part question. She said, and what's the most important thing to keep Wolfpack crew stay present?
Being humble.
Facts.
Not just being humble. It's just actually passing the knowledge down. Like Reggie was speaking earlier. Once you extend the culture, the brand will stay alive. That's what anything you do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you pick a brand like Pepsi or Coca-Cola, they didn't stay with the same logo, but they progressed going forward, but they still here.
Right.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? So
that Pepsi analogy was dope.
So you know what I'm saying? As long as
Mike passed it down to Kobe, right?
right, you know what I'm saying? It's everything got to go. Everything got to keep going as far as keeping it alive. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so many people. Like I ain't big on the scene no more. I ain't no name drop. You know all that shit. But like niggas can reach out to me and I'll give you what I got. You know what I'm saying? Just because that's who I am, and I'm all for the culture. I don't care how it evolve or change. It might be some things I disagree with, but or I'm rocking with, but I'm still gonna give it to you solid, and it go the way it go. You know what I'm saying? But that's what keep the brand and the name going as far as the Wolfpack goes.
Right. Because y'all almost definitely passed it on. And I feel like Terror Squad is the new Wolfpack.
I personally think.
Wait. I can't.
Derek, I need Derek. Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, D-Man.
They got it though.
I want to say the new Wolfpack, but I'm just saying as far as from y'all.
Oh, this nigga with the glasses jumped on again.
From y'all tree. You know what I'm
Yeah, from that tree.
I mean, I see. I can't say that because nigga J Rod got a little smooth too.
But I think personally with us, man, you know, in my humble opinion, I do think like it was just changing, you know what I'm saying? But I think we kind of dropped the ball on passing it. We didn't pass it the way we should have passed it, you know what I'm saying? But I think shit was changing so much at that time, and you know, we were changing so much at that time. Right.
We didn't have cameras.
Translate.
I would say Terror Squad was the next best crew after.
I think they got their own style and
shit. But what I'm saying is like once we stopped, they had it. Like Terror Squad had it.
Yeah, because AG brought us back to BGs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. Like even though y'all probably taught other people, but at the same time, like Terror Squad was y'all under y'all.
Man, Terror Squad. That's
I would
our brothers, man.
From him because Tristan had his own shit. AG had his own shit. Steve,
Reggie, stop looking like that. Reggie, stop looking like that.
Like how we met. Like you bump into, okay, we cool, boom. Like so, like they had their own shit going. I would say that we pretty much attended to AG and Lightbulb and Steve-O and Jamin and like them, like far as Terror Squad.
But that's what I'm saying though. AG is the head. So if y'all talk the head, everything else follows.
But see, AG,
boy, I get what you're saying, but
I didn't rock with AG in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real, and AG will tell you. You know what I'm saying? Like that was his big. He got a big chip on his shoulder, and me, that's my nigga. You know. But it was the part of the hazing too. But Ed didn't accept AG right away. You know what I'm saying?
He
like
sure didn't. AG will tell you that. That's why AG started going rogue.
Yeah, I kind of connected to Steve-O. You know what I'm saying? That's why he be stealing my shit to this day. You know what I'm saying?
And Steve-O proud of that shit. He had to say that he took some shit from that.
Yeah, I know. I
Right.
say I see recordings and say it at BG's like, man, that's my shit.
Right.
Yeah, but at the same time,
But
it's all.
but in
It's
the
all.
day, they're my brothers.
Right. It's not to. I'm not knocking nobody, but I'm just saying like it's still. You know what I'm saying? You get a certain notoriety from your teachers in your past. Like
It's
everybody has.
It's
Right,
definitely
everybody got influences. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like when we looked at Terror Squad, we started seeing like Wolfpack, like damn, like that's the next step.
They're my brothers, man.
I'm gonna keep it funky too. Along the years, there was a lot of little niggas in different crews that I'm like, he can be all right. We can this my but I didn't get the stamp. It's a lot of niggas that
talk your shit, Reg.
You can't leave out, but you can't leave out Taliban though. You can't leave out Taliban though.
Facts. That is.
Hey, hold on, y'all doing too much on this chat, man. Y'all doing too much. Y'all doing too much. Hey, chill out.
Hey, Boo Dilla. Hey, what Boo Dilla? Hey, I did what you said, Boo Dilla. I did that, but I get what my brothers are saying is Wolfpack is a group of elite. It's not. There's none of us in the pack that's been part of any generation of the pack that weren't kind of handpicked, if that makes sense. So it's a lot of individuality. So to say that is one group, when you say a group like just TS, that includes all the weak motherfuckers that come with that too.
Oh,
so it's not necessarily that it's just gonna be TS because AG is the head of TS. You know what I'm saying? Is AG, is Steve-O, is Stilo, is Bull, and whoever else it is that the brothers say is that. But not everybody is gonna be part of that. You know what I'm saying? Like members of Taliban is gonna be who the brothers say specifically is part of Taliban.
You know what? It was a lot of cats. Cause at one time, nigga, I'm like, boy, that nigga Charles and J. Ron, we need to scoop them up. But nigga like them. Q Jason them did not like them niggas like that back then. Cause the battles were so competitive. Nah, fuck them. We at them. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. It was a lot of niggas along the line like, man, you know, that I done seen personally because, and I'm like, man, I like the way this nigga dance. You know, this motherfucker, yeah, we built this motherfucker up. We should go ahead and throw him in and keep it going. Right. You know what I'm saying? But like the competitiveness.
You know what? It's great coming out there.
That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is, dog. Like, keep it funky. Shit, there was a lot of motherfuckers that I seen that I was impressed
my
with.
TS and my shit.
Ooh, look, you just trying to be all politically correct.
It is
what it is. Ain't no political correctness. They got a whole family on the phone.
He went to
family on the phone.
Charles, he went to Hillcrest. Charles, he went to Hillcrest.
So wait, I got the next question is what
Reggie just answered it.
He went to Hillcrest.
I shouldn't be fucked. I'm fucking up. My fault.
All right. Yeah, right.
Yeah, he went to Hillcrest.
Quick as hell.
Nah, I said
They been smoking niggas lately.
This whole
J. Ron been smoking niggas lately.
Yeah, J. Ron technical, man. He got that shit.
J. Ron only do leftover dance for 3 days, boy.
Technician, bro. Like,
hey, look, you see how we switched it? That shit turned to J. Ron?
He
got some glasses.
Cool. Stop talking about that man glasses.
Yeah, fuck that. He got some glasses, G.
Hey, the best party was doing that pause.
Oh, damn, you finna answer.
Hey, so look, we got another question.
Everyone stop playing with the nails.
And we got another question. And we got another question. What was the best party and the best show y'all ever done?
Oh shit!
Y'all talking about old school? It was the House Somatic show at the Regal. If y'all talking about,
you know what? It was Union Hall and Union Hall and 103rd Paul Hall.
See, every party we threw at House of Matters was nice. every party.
Hey, I would go for
Oh.
my answer. For my answer, bro, I probably had the most fun maybe at the Bud Billiken. I might have had.
Nah, fuck that. I think Cavallini's was legendary too, Reg.
But
Hell yeah.
the
Hell
one of the parties I've been to that I would say is just out west.
Cavallini's was
Because-
nice.
Because out west it was just totally different.
Hey,
And
club,
Yeah.
club it,
I just had
club it,
time
baby.
out west, hands down, like because they didn't dance like us, they didn't know us.
Shout out to 187. Bobby.
Yeah.
Shout out to
It's,
187.
you know what? I'm glad you brought up the West Side because it's crazy that a lot of people that don't know that the footwork culture started out west.
Yeah,
Well,
we've been getting that information while we doing the show.
Yeah,
A lot of people been, that's what people go straight to.
Well, the reason it was I'm talking about these niggas are in their 50s now, and it was
Mike, Calvin, Goose.
Michael Stamps, Calvin, Goose. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Come on, Twan, you know
with the
but look though, we heard that some of the movements came. We heard that some of the movements came from the west side, but also it was some movements that came from the south side as well.
So wait. When they brought it to the south side, not gonna lie, and Twan is here to stand on that. That what's the brother's name? The fucking Darnell and all of them. You know what I'm saying? They took that. Yeah, they took that footwork shit and made it something else. So House-O-Matic had it first from them niggas from the west side. U5U had it second. That's why Ant and them took it.
Yeah,
and
Ant and them kept going out west and learning that shit and bringing it back out.
And bringing it back. And then next thing you know, it was
put your gun up.
Just because they when they brought it back, it had to be different because like it wasn't no biting culture then. You know what I'm saying? You got to make it your own. The creative culture.
Look, you couldn't look like nobody.
You had to go to them parties, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Lord. So like that House-O-Matic U5U stage of when that footwork started, where them irks came from and all them shits, them motherfucking Mike and Ike's and them motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like that's what started that culture of the movement. You know what I'm saying? But it absolutely stemmed from out west.
Man, coming from a standpoint from when I first went to U5U, it was 91. We was stepping. We weren't even doing footwork at first.
Right. That's what.
Wait. So E, was you bang whip?
Yeah, hell yeah. That's what. When I first started, hell yeah. My whole object was I got to get the girls. I seen too much booty out there, so I had to do what I had to do.
Y'all don't know. Emo was the original BBW, Big Boy Whips. He was the original BBW, Big Boy Whips in the ring. Like that nigga would shut shit down with them Big Boy Whips.
Hey, real shit. Women will bring you into footwork. When I first met Lily, they was at St. Martin Depot. It wasn't even a combo that made me. It was my boy came with me. He said, "Hey man, we got to get you out the house. Let's go out to this party." I go out to the party. I see these niggas get off. It was Elmo, Twan, and Emo. All three of them get off, right? It wasn't even the works that attracted me. It was the hoes that came around. I said, damn, that's what, hold on, kick of the leg to do? And then I was so fascinated that I didn't know my boy got shot in the ass outside.
That is so inappropriate. That's so inappropriate.
Hey, I'm being real. That was the level for me. It was a level for me, but what people don't know is a lot of dancers, and people don't understand this from a street culture standpoint. A lot of people that was out there dancing got into dancing to get out of gang life.
Hell yeah.
Get out the street.
Man, what the fuck?
And for me, I had a friend, God rest my boy Toy Soul. He got popped in the head next to me. 5 days before I went to that party. And it was like, I take it as God telling me, hey, you need to do something different. You know what I'm saying? And I think that, you know, even though we did some legendary, we are as a group legendary, as individuals legendary. I think that's great and all that, but in some instances, people don't know that this culture was really built off of the streets. You know what I'm saying? And some of us literally met, you know, got in a dance group, you know, met, you know, founders, historians, so on and so forth. And they actually saved our life. They saved our lives from a standpoint of giving us another route and showed us another way to do it. You know what I'm saying? That was something that even when y'all had Darnell on, I thanked him for it. You know what I'm saying? Because that was something that, you know, a lot of people don't like to admit to, but
yeah, shout out to J. Ron and
don't you say them damn glasses.
I did say it earlier. Let me say it again. J-Ron, Boo Dilla, thank you so much for giving the footwork culture, the opportunity to really have this platform. You know what I'm saying? To really get that history out there, get some of the names that people heard, and names that people haven't heard out there, and get actual facts about what happened. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all. Straight up.
Oh no, much respect, much love.
Legit, I appreciate this, bro. Y'all, you know. Y'all need to.
When you roll with the wolf, you go get big.
The world needs to know y'all for real.
For real, man.
Hey, look, I wanna ask this. I wanna ask this question too for y'all. What would be three most important tips that y'all would give for a new up and coming footworker? That's for the new generation.
Listen, because some of these younger generation, they don't like to listen for shit. They
talk your shit. They do not.
They think that they know every motherfucking thing out the door.
J. Ron and Boo Dilla, y'all the last motherfuckers that paid attention. Anybody else, they done. They cooked.
Some of these guys need to pick up their goddamn feet too. And pull your hands up. Shit. Nobody wants to see your
it's the change of the music, man. It ain't what we used to.
What was that?
That has something to do with
what?
With the leaders, with the teachers.
Nah, I don't want to hear that shit. Stop battling the floor, niggas. Pick y'all heads up and stop looking at the floor when y'all footwork.
Listen to
don't push that bitch out. You got a lot of wolves in here, man.
Hold on, wait. No, because I'm keeping it a buck. I'm keeping it a buck. That goes from, I'm not speaking on just y'all, but at the same time, we're talking about the people, the footworkers that's after y'all, because y'all ain't nobody coming to y'all. Well, people come to y'all some and be like, you know, can y'all teach me this? Can y'all teach me that? But at the same time, you have newer leaders that's not giving them no structure. Also,
Devin, don't look like that.
Like I said, Reggie was saying it. At the same time, once upon a time ago, footworking was dead.
No, it was. Yeah.
And it was dead because this is the reason why it was dead. It was dead because other individuals had responsibilities. People started getting jobs. People started raising families. You know what I'm saying? So things start changing. You know what I'm saying? Things start changing. It was once upon a time where Chicago footwork was something to do. You know what I'm saying? Just to, you know, to party and go and lab and go practice and go, you know what I'm saying, dance. It was different. You know what I'm saying? Now it's on a whole nother level.
I'm not gonna lie to you. BG's and Rashad shade footworking. If you want to be technical, BG's and Rashad shade footworking at one point when it was dead, when shit wasn't going on. When BG's opened up their first spot, everybody and their mama was there.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And
everybody and their
for
mama.
it took for them DJs too. Clint and Rashad and them, they decided to speed up the music. So
yeah,
it got more intense.
Yeah, because they had to cater to, and that's what one thing was good about Rashad. Like he catered to the footwork.
Yeah,
the dancers.
He would kick it with the dancers just to get a good feeling of okay, what I should be playing. That's why when they come to them battle tracks, he knew what to play. He knew what footworkers wanted. He knew what you needed to hear.
But I would just say, for me, my opinion would be like, I know that I left a lot on the table. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as passing it down, I tried, but like, you know, I'm gonna take responsibility. You know what I'm saying? In my sense, because I stopped coming around and shit, but I feel like we needed more leaders. You know what I'm saying? With the culture, you know what I'm saying? And I felt like from where I came from, you know, from being a leader before Wolfpack, and then having to be under Mike, Elmo, and you know what I'm saying, all these cats, I had to take a step back from what I was used to. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I had more seniority over Nate and Darion and Q and Pooh and everybody else. So for me, I had to take a step back. But we fell on. But I just feel like when they passed it down to us, you know what I'm saying, I should have stepped up a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I just think these other cats need more structure and to be better at what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Just perfect what you're doing. Be a technician and know. You know what I'm saying?
And that's all I was saying.
Know what you're doing. Like, know what's an earth, know what's a shake and bake, know what's a dribble, know what's a crossover, just know it. You know what I'm saying? And then not just know it, perfect it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we came. We had to perfect it. We couldn't just imitate something. We had to know what it was. We knew how to go, how to make combos from this to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but at the same time, you know, so
say that shit again. Talk that shit, nigga.
But
that would just be my answer.
No, but Reggie, you speaking, you basically saying what I'm saying.
Any gyms, any foot worker that's watching this, follow me on Instagram, Fashion Killer Rich, and just DM me. No, really.
You a rapper.
No, real shit. Like, because I'm not around like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not around like that. J-Rock couldn't call me. He messaged me. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, DM me, Fashion Killer Rich. If y'all got any questions and motherfuckers from out of town, out of the country want to link, you know, I can definitely get up with some of the guys and whatever, you know what I'm saying, whatever's available, man, I can pass it down.
And that's what I'm talking about. Like, I'm available. That's the conversation that I want. Like, a lot of individuals is not being real. Like, let's state facts and let's be real. A lot of people is not around. Y'all, so a lot of people can't. You can say what you want. You can say this person is weak. That's what it's not. This and the third. But you was not around. So you can't sit here and get mad at somebody for doing something wrong. And you wasn't around. That's just like you being a. That's just like you being a father. Hold on, wait, hold on.
Let Boo talk. Let Boo talk.
That's just like you being a father and you not around your child. And guess what? Another man come and raise your child and you come around and be mad because this man done raised your kid. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So you can't get upset. You can't get upset. No, I'm real shit. I'm just being real.
Wait. I don't feel that. I still.
Hold on. I think we got way off what the question was.
No, we was talking about
this shit. No, Boo finna kill somebody.
No, I know that, but I'm saying you can't keep putting that out there saying You know what I'm saying? These kids, they doing X, Y, and Z. Okay, but they half of them don't even know you. So how could you say that they don't even know you?
But you gotta look. You
They
gotta
got
look.
to know me. I put my work in. I'm
But
comfortable.
you know what? Here's the funny part though, and Pooh can attest to this. I still teach. For the people that can get to me, I still teach. You know what I'm saying? I get where you coming from though about us not being around. That's true. Hey, I'll be honest. I got a 4-piece spicy on kids, own my own business, and a plus still doing my 9 to 5 and own rental property out here. You know what I'm saying? I own 7 properties. So I get, you know what I'm saying? I get where you're coming from. But at the same time, the understanding should be that at some point they have to be open. You know what I'm saying? If you're not open to learning, to actually learning the craft in and of itself, you know what I'm saying? Like learn that basic aspect of it. It's not even a point of people being mad because the shorties doing what they doing. Yeah, half of the shorties look like they swinging to me.
Well, like
I look at it and I'll be like, okay, it looks like this, but majority of the shorties, I look at them and I cut the upper half of their body off and like literally look at their feet to see what it is they're doing from that standpoint. I would say, yeah, it's us. We do take. Don't think that the pack members don't see that the ones that are inactive don't see the fact that we had to take that next step in our lives to evolve beyond what it was that we were as people. Everybody has to do that. I would definitely say that. And nobody's taking anything from the newer generation and you know what it is that y'all pushed and what it is that y'all did, right? Nobody's doing that. What some of us are saying, and I would say it for myself personally. Sometimes when somebody does come around and go, hey, gee, that's dope, but you might want to try this. You have to be open enough to say, you know what, you're right. Let me try that. Because if you think about our conversation over all this time, you heard us say that we practiced with different people, and some of us didn't like the fact that those people was labbing with those other people, but we were open to learning from everybody.
I get that. No, I get that. But listen, I get all you saying. But if you tell a person, if you tell a kid, hey, I want you to learn X, Y, and Z, but this motherfucker never saw you. Why am I gonna learn something from you and I never saw you?
That's how we kill everybody.
Hold on. Hey, yo,
That's the judge for you though. Like
how we kill everybody.
I done tried to teach somebody and they ask me, well, who is you? Oh, no problem. Hey, that's how you feel, no problem. I mean, like you said, they don't listen. It shouldn't matter who I am. If I can show you something to better yourself, be willing to take some knowledge from me. But majority of these shorties don't. I had somebody tell me, I don't want to learn from you because I don't want to look like you. Oh, well, that's cool.
But you know what, man? This is what I would say too. Is I don't think nobody really lying. You know, it's truth and everything. But even when we was coming up, everybody did that. So at the same sense, you have to go with people that's willing to learn, people that's willing to listen, because everybody's not gonna be accepted. We had that was so with us. We never took because they didn't want to learn from where we came from. They felt the energy as far as what they was doing, how they was brought up, and how they learned. So that's cool. You know what I'm saying? We just got to look at it both ways. People not gonna be accepted to learning, then you're gonna have people that is. The ones that's willing to accept to learn and willing to learn, those are the ones I feel like
that's the ones you get.
You know.
Yeah. Talk your shit, Reggie.
And then you know what? Another thing too, it's a person's delivery. You know, some kids you gotta go at them kind of sensitive, but like, man, is it possible I can show you something? You know, you may not know me, but I would like to show you something that I know. You know, it's all about the delivery. You know, by me, I didn't have multiple dance groups, and it's like I used to tell them in the gate, when you first come in this motherfucker to try out, be expected to hit my mouth. Straight up, Elmore, I tell you, It got to the point.
Yeah,
you was
I
coming
heard
in
that shit.
calling all of us bitches. Straight up, you know, it's all about the delivery when you come into a person, especially by them not knowing you. You know, and then it's the crazy thing about it is when that kid get to finally know who you are and they done learn some shit from you, they be like, damn, I didn't know that was such and such that taught me how to do that. You know, it's all about the delivery still to me, personally.
Yeah,
hey,
I agree.
Elmo, I know you wanted to say something. I know you want to chime in, right?
Yeah, I wanted to tap in on what everybody was saying. It's kind of like
It's fucked up. We trying to build people.
Everybody is speaking on something that's relative to everything. You know what I'm saying? As far as the new school not willing to learn or we not being around or whatever. But like you have to understand that everybody came or learned from somebody. I don't care if it was physically learning from somebody or inspiration because you've seen it from somebody or whatever. It came from somewhere. The only thing I can say is if you trying to perfect this craft, you got to constantly be learning. Learn where stuff came from. Learn why this is this, and learn how to body this music. Learn how to, you know what I'm saying, attack how you need to attack. These different things are keys to growth. Like regardless, like if I was to jump back down into the culture, nigga, I'm going back. I'm going. You're gonna look at some of these shorties that's going on top because that's what's current. I got to learn something from them too. You know what I'm saying? It ain't always about. It ain't always about. You know what I'm saying? Me just knowing it because you know what I'm saying, I'm a pioneer of it. It's the fact that I gotta adjust with the times too. Everything evolves.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So me not like people not being around don't mean that they still don't have an influence as well. You know what I'm saying? It's not as like Levy said, your approach, your delivery, everything got to be a certain way. And Boo, you was passionate about, you know what I'm saying, people not being around. How the fuck am I supposed to learn from you if you not being around? And that's the thing. You can learn something that somebody else taught another person that is around, right, and you don't even know that it came from this person that, you know what I'm saying, that's trying to show you something. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just got to be open to learning if that's what they trying to do as far as betterment of their craft. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I was just speaking on what everybody had put into that. You know what I'm saying? And saying like that's what make the growth better, or that's what push it to the next level. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Each one teach one.
Right.
Teach one, right. And I feel like we, you know what I'm saying, as a culture also, we need to work together. You know what I'm saying? That's the number one thing to, you know what I'm saying, working together. You know what I mean? And pushing and growing together. You know
right.
If everybody can give y'all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter,
so people get connected and link with you.
So people around the world can get connected with y'all.
You can reach me on Instagram, Divine One Customs.
All right, that's Elmo.
I'm Elmo Scott on Facebook. You type it in, I'm gonna be the first one that pop up. You on Instagram, I'm _Elmo_Scott. You know what I'm saying? Everybody reach out to me, man. I'm talking to people. Like I give you whatever you need. You know what I'm saying? I want to see the betterment. I don't care about whatever the beef, the whatever, that shit come along with it. Let's do it.
All right. J Rock. I know people already got it, but
yeah, on Facebook, Jonah J Rock Lawrence. On Instagram, just Coach Rock. So, yep.
Oh, Reggie, I know you said it, but can you say it one more time for him?
Yeah, on Instagram, it's Fashion Killer Rich. Fashion Killer Rich on Instagram. That's probably the best place to reach. I don't really do Facebook too much, so Fashion Killer Rich on Instagram.
Right. Did Darion, I don't know what happened to Darion.
I don't see Darion either.
Or Pooh.
Arion shit is purge like Boston. Purge
Hold
like.
on. They on in here. Hey, Daddy.
Hey.
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 Yeah, another pack. Hey.
Came in on the last part of the show.
I was Christmas shopping. I'm sorry.
Better late than never.
Nah, better late than never. Facts.
I was just finishing up.
Just 2 hits. You ain't make it. 2 hits.
Also, Twan is asking if any of y'all Wolfpack bros, if y'all got any memorabilia or shirts or anything that y'all want to put into the school, y'all can contact him because he has a Chicago footwork, Chicago culture, dance culture school that that he's building for everybody.
Okay.
It's called Art, and it's a school for the arts. You know what I'm saying? Music,
flyers and all of that.
Everything. You know what I'm saying? Also, Wolfpack is on a building as well. On a mural on a building. So y'all can go and check that out on his page. Also on my page of J Ron, so we all posted it.
Yeah.
And yeah, you know what I'm saying? If y'all have anything that y'all want to put up there, you know what I'm saying? By all means, hit Twan up about that.
We never had uniforms, so wouldn't it be like Averex coats and Tim's or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, Pelly's and Havana Joe's and shit.
I'm sure.
That's on history though. So.
I go through and dig up some old Joes out of the shoe bin so goddamn well. I know I probably got some in there.
Hey, clean the inside of the motherfuckers first.
Right.
I'm sure.
So reach out, like I said, reach out to Twan, you know what I mean? Give him all, the information that y'all want to put up into the school. I do want to thank, Wolfpack for, joining BTN.
Most definitely, man.
It was another dope discussion. And also tell the people, tell the world about the reunion, the date change.
Yeah, well, right now we looking at the end of January. I got a couple more places I got to meet up with this week to get everything down. And they on everybody else link up with me. You know what I'm saying? If y'all around, if y'all got time, we can all link up and go check it out together. Or if not, y'all can DM me Fashion Killer Rich. I can send y'all the shit. And we can just we can go back and forth through that. My man Stilo, he producing some shirts, some t-shirts too for the event. So right. we'll have to figure that out. But as far as everything else, it's looking on up and up. It's gonna happen. I feel like I said, if everybody else doing reunions, Jay-Z do reunions, Wu-Tang do reunions, Dipset, everybody else, why we can't do it? You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure.
Let's do it one time for the culture. Everybody gonna pop out. Right now we're looking at the dates between January maybe 30th and 31st. You know what I'm saying? So we'll definitely have some flyers. I'll send them to J-Rock, everybody else to approve them. Mike, you know what I'm saying? And we just go from there. But just be on the lookout. It's definitely gonna happen early 2021.
Also, Reggie, hit my line if you looking if venues go crazy. I got spots, bro. Hit my line.
Definitely.
Yeah, I got I saw you at the club. Shit, I got spots.
I know it's just this COVID shit. I know a lot of promoters just being out.
No, I'm talking about private spots.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. That's the problem I've been having because a lot of spots that I need is private right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got a legit private spot on 24th of Michigan.
Okay. I actually looking around that area too, but I definitely link and
for sure.
That might be better suited for what we're trying to do. So
for sure.
In January I'm flying out.
Yeah, definitely January because I know like you out of town, they a few people, so that actually helping us to get everybody there too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like pushing it back a little bit. So I just think things happen for a reason. So yeah, we'll be good. We'll definitely be good. I'm gonna make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
Perfect. Cool. But yeah, thank y'all again for tuning in. For for everybody else that's across the universe. And you know what I mean? Like, I want to shout out to y'all too, because y'all really keep our podcast going. You know what I mean? But until next time, I'm out. You know what I mean? J. Ron, you got something to say before we close out?
Just be on the lookout for CFology online footwork camp.
Right.
We're gonna be on Asia time, so check that out on Instagram so y'all can sign up for those that's gonna be doing the online camp.
I need to sign up, man. I gotta get back. I need to
Right.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope. Online battles, it's gonna be workshops, and it's also gonna be a panel discussion too. So
yeah, we got Twan is actually teaching.
Yeah.
So,
Yes, sir.
Twan, can I sign up, G? I need to sign up, man. I need to tell all y'all shit.
Hey, I can't wait for Twan class. I'm be get a workout.
Now y'all know he like to do a little acrobatics and shit now, so you better be ready. My big ass ain't getting on no floor. I can tell y'all that now. I ain't getting on no floor.
Hey, Reggie, you better get some yoga shit going on before doing Twan class. That nigga
Straight up.
the floor, swimming up, motherfucking whip mid-air, kick a couple of legs, man. You better be ready.
Twan, 52 years old, still feel like he 18 in his mind. Like, nigga, y'all gotta be another nigga for him.
That's because he already close to the ground.
Hey, but y'all can go to Instagram. Y'all can go to Instagram, CFology on Instagram. Also, y'all can go to all our pages. So Twan, J-Ron, and me will be teaching. So
first online class.
Y'all can most definitely go online, go on our pages to register for the classes. But till next time, we'll see y'all
next Wednesday.
Same time.
Peace.
Salute, y'all.
I want to try out for